My friends, for over half a century I have sat at the feet of the giants of industry, men like Andrew Carnegie and Henry Ford, to distill a philosophy of individual achievement. What I lay before you now is not a mere collection of theories, but the very master key to the gates of your own success. If you find yourself adrift in the doldrums of mediocrity, it is not because of a lack of luck, but a lack of a definite plan. Let us dispense with the superstitions of chance and examine the 13 steps to the Temple of Riches. Listen closely, for the turning point in your life may be the very next word I utter. The principle 1 is burning desire. Everything starts with a burning desire, not a hope, not a wish, but a pulsing, obsessive obsession that transcends everything else. To get what you want, you must first determine exactly what that what is. You must burn the bridges behind you and stake your entire future on your ability to get what you are after. The principle 2 is faith. Faith is the eternal elixir which gives life, power, and action to the impulse of thought. It is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with the vibration of thought, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into its spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to infinite intelligence. You can literally convince your subconscious that you already have what you seek. The principle 3 is autosuggestion. This is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed his subconscious mind on thoughts of a creative nature. No thought, whether it be negative or positive, can enter the subconscious mind without the aid of the principle of autosuggestion. You must be the master of your own mental broadcast. The principle 4 is specialized power. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes actual power only when and if it is organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end. There are two kinds of knowledge. One is general, the other is specialized. General knowledge, no matter how great in quantity or variety it may be, is of but little use in the accumulation of money. The principle 5 is imagination. The imagination is literally the workshop wherein are fashioned all plans created by man. It has been said that man can create anything which he can imagine. We must exercise our synthetic imagination, which arranges old concepts into new combinations, and our creative imagination, which connects us with the universal mind. The principle 6 is organized planning. You are engaged in an undertaking of major importance. To be sure of success, you must have plans which are faultless. You must ally yourself with a group of as many people as you may need for the creation and carrying out of your plan. This is where the dreamer becomes the doer. If the first plan you adopt does not succeed, replace it with a new plan. The principle 7 is decision. Analysis of several hundred people who had accumulated fortunes well beyond the $1 million mark disclosed the fact that every one of them had the habit of reaching decisions promptly and of changing these decisions slowly if and when they were changed. Indecision is the twin brother of procrastination. The principle 8 is persistence. Persistence is an essential factor in the procedure of transmuting desire into its monetary equivalent. The basis of persistence is the power of will. Willpower and desire, when properly combined, make an irresistible pair. Without persistence, you are licked before you start. With it, you will win. The principle 9 is power of the mastermind. No individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. This is the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. When two minds come together, a third, invisible, intangible force is created. A third mind, if you will. The principle 10 is the mystery of sex transmutation. The desire for sexual expression is the most powerful of human desires. When harnessed and redirected along other lines, this motivating force maintains all of its attributes of keenness of imagination, courage, and persistence, and may be used as a powerful creative force in literature, art, or in any other profession or calling, including, of course, the accumulation of riches. The principle 11 is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind consists of a field of consciousness in which every impulse of thought that reaches the objective mind through any of the five senses is classified and recorded. You may voluntarily plant in your subconscious mind any plan, thought, or purpose which you desire to transmute into its physical or monetary equivalent. The principle 12 is the brain. The human brain is a broadcasting and receiving station for the vibration of thought. Every human brain is capable of picking up vibrations of thought which are being released by other brains. When stimulated to a high rate of vibration, the mind becomes more receptive to the thoughts reaching it from outside sources. The principle 13 is the sixth sense. The 13th principle is known as the sixth sense, through which infinite intelligence may and will communicate voluntarily without any effort from or demands by the individual. This is the apex of philosophy. It can be assimilated, understood, and applied only by first mastering the other 12 principles. In conclusion, you have been given the roadmap. But remember, the power to use it lies within you. Life is a checkerboard, and the player opposite you is time. If you hesitate before moving or neglect to move with promptness, your men will be wiped off the board by time. You are playing against a partner who will not tolerate indecision. Which principle do you believe is the hardest to master? Please write it down in the comment box below. Thank you very much. Until we meet again, think, my friends, and grow rich.